description that won't take my breath away. I'm done, I'm starting to see.
Hey guys, and welcome to another episode of On the Couch. Today I am joined with Yellow Steve and the members of Computer Food.
Ew.
How you guys doing? So we got Alan, obviously.
Hello.
Logan, Malik, Ricky, and Remy. I got it right? Perfect. Basically, the way we usually start this off, we like to start simple, little easy icebreaker questions. So, what's your guys, if you had a superpower, what would it be?
I would want
one
access
superpower
to pocket dimensions. That's the most overpowered ability.
He had this plan.
Yeah, I've thought about this for years. So
I want to teleport for sure.
oh yeah, but you can do that with pocket dimensions. So yeah.
It's like,
time travel would be pretty sweet.
Where would you go? Definitely go with teleportation easily.
Yeah, that's
wouldn't
like
need a
easy
car
one,
like
sure.
at all.
I would want to be able to spawn anything.
That was the icebreaker. Yeah.
Well, we got one more. So my kind of thing for how I can usually determine a person is by what one of their favorite movies is. So what's your guys like? You don't have to give me your favorite, just one of your like top picks.
Mine is Django.
That's a good pick.
Ooh, Scott Pilgrim versus the World.
That's a really good pick. You guys are killing it so far. I'm liking
And
it.
Napoleon Dynamite.
That's also a good pick.
Movies, bro.
Interstellar.
You really just stole
That's
me.
it.
I'm probably gonna go with the Kira then. I love that movie.
Dude. Always is better than my. I'm gonna go Finding Nemo for personal.
All great picks, gentlemen. I'm loving it so far.
Pocket dimension too.
So let's get into the interview. So I guess first off the bat, how did you guys come to know each other?
Well, I've known everyone here for not that. I've known Malik for that long, but I've known Alan and Ricky since middle school. I've known Remy since high school, and the whole group kind of started when we did a show at Remy's house, like a house show, and we pretty much heard everyone perform, invited everybody out, and we were just like, yeah, we just need to make a group because, like, I don't know, it just felt right. I mean, Alan can.
Yeah, at that point it was just like too sweet for it not to happen. So we felt like obligated to.
I didn't even know Alan made music until like I saw him at this show, and then everything kind of just fell into place after that. You got anything to add, brother?
You were talking.
I mean, then we just like a group chat, and that's pretty much how
What was
it
the
started.
group chat called for the longest time?
Ooh, let's not say that.
Well, we have a lot
Pop
of
Tropica for a while.
Oh, yeah, Pop Tropica.
And Rocksteady.
Rocksteady, that one was probably the
We're
longest.
going through the name crisis.
Yeah.
We're still going
There's
through
some
that.
We're still going through
Yeah,
that.
man, Computer Food's sticking.
You can't say that after we already said
Yeah,
it.
Well, Alan already said it, so
We are
Yeah.
Computer Food.
Imagine.
for
We
sure.
are Computer Food.
We were almost
Yeah.
8-hour shower. I voted for that one.
I liked 8-hour shower.
8-hour shower was my favorite.
All right. So now you guys just recently had an album come out not too long ago called Tell the Truth. Now, so what was kind of like, what's all your kind of like roles and how you all involved in the making of that?
Well,
That's Alan's project.
yeah, we'll let Alan start it off, since that's it.
Well, basically, how Tell the Truth is.
Tell the Truth, I dropped it May 3rd. Basically, these dudes, Logan sent me like 20 beats out of nowhere, and I just picked from a bunch of those. Remy sent me a track, and eventually Malik sent me a track. I didn't collaborate with Ricky at that point yet, but at that point I was just like building up songs, and I realized I had enough to like create something, so I kind of just, and honestly that was like kind of the first real collaboration of Computer Food, even though like y'all didn't know it yet, but I was just kind of slowly piecing it together.
It makes sense.
They all make rap beats, and I don't really make rap beats. So it's kind of hard for me to like make a beat for Alan or something. So like the
I
only
can sing for you.
Yeah, like we collaborate in different ways. It's just different.
So what's kind of like I guess what are you guys like biggest like inspirations from this business? Like what kind of like got you guys into it?
We all take so many different, like we were talking about it last night about how like we all kind of embody like a different genre, like within the group. Like I've always listened. I grew up listening to like classic rock, and like I listened to like a lot of R&B, like Sade, and then I listened to like Home Shake and all those guys. So, and then they all listen to like hip hop for the most part. Like Remy is.
Yeah, I mean, MF Doom, Earl Sweatshirt, all Odd Future really. Joey Badass for a little bit, but not anymore.
Yeah,
Rest in peace to
Kind of
Morris.
We'll talk about that.
right now.
We don't want beef with Pro Air. I don't know if that would turn out.
I want beef with Pro Air.
Seriously.
I'm about that.
I'd say that
See them.
I was really influenced. Hip hop's super influential to me, and I kind of take inspiration from all eras of hip hop. So, rappers like KRS-One and all the way to Kendrick are probably like my biggest inspirations from then to now. And once I started making beats, I started listening to like Knowledge and Jay Dilla and Madlib were just like super inspirational producers for me, and their style is something that I like to not emulate, but it like influences my art, and I like to incorporate it into my art as much as possible. If that makes sense.
Yeah, he's also a big Drake guy.
Yeah. I knew someone was gonna go there.
I'm not a
thinking-
Drake guy.
He's
bro.
not a Drake guy. I'm not a Drake guy. Chill.
He's not a Drake guy.
He is.
This was years ago.
This is a group interview.
Yeah, you ruined
He's
it.
tainting the group.
He's tainted the group. I'm kind of heated now.
But yeah, I think honestly, no one mentioned Busta Rhymes and how influential he was.
Maybe
You
you.
had the craziest. I'm just saying, bro.
Nah, Busta's fine.
That's fine. And I think that's how I want to be in the next 3 to 4 years. Have that crazy flow and energy on ad-libs.
For sure.
The craziest ad-libs in the game, I think. So
I see it.
I want to go from that for sure.
What'd you say?
I said over.
Already, you have to move on from that, bro. I'm excited.
All right. So I got a quick question for Alan and Malik. Now, you guys' stage names are Yellow Steve and Black Toilet. So my question is like, how did you guys come up with those?
Alright, so I have this thing where I have like a separate Instagram account, and I'll go through and try to find the most original name without any underscores or periods or anything. So I'll just sit there for about like 30 to 40 minutes just picking all the names that aren't chosen yet. And one day the Black Toilet was available, and I kind of just stuck with it. It's been like 2 years. For sure.
Well, Steve is easier to rhyme with than my real name, so I kind of just picked that, and then yellow is my favorite color. I kind of like to tell people that one day I woke up and it was just on my SoundCloud. So, I mean, I don't know. It wasn't really like a super personal story for me. I just kind of put it there.
Hey, plain
And people say it fits, so I mean.
So now, question for you, Yellow Steve. I was checking out your website and saw a couple things. I saw you had some interest in stuff like photography and graphics.
People check that website.
I know, yeah, I do my research. So just like, what kind of like, outside of like the music business, what kind of things like kind of pique your interest?
Well, before I made music, I was a photographer. I did digital and film photography for about 2 years. I still kind of do film photography sometimes. I did like VHS videos. I shot music videos for people, and that's what kind of really like started piquing my interest in making music, was being around with those musicians all the time. Outside of like rapping, I make beats. I engineer. I like to draw a lot. I like to have a bunch of different interests in the art field, I guess.
Cool. What about the rest of you guys? What kind of fun, I guess, hobbies or things outside the box you like to do?
I feel like we're all just making music like all day pretty much.
Yeah, this one.
Honestly, that's my
Into
big
drum
thing.
jacks and push-ups. I don't know about you.
Jumping jacks.
I get
Drums,
drums for sure.
I did theater in high school, so I still do all that.
Also create clothing as well.
That was a
Lawn
Yes, it
chair,
does.
lawn chair.
Yeah, that was
stuff,
a little subtle plug.
Yeah.
Shameless plug.
Bought a sewing machine about 2 years ago, made my first shirt, and I was like, yeah, I need to do this more often. Hit up my friend who works at a screen printing place, and then we got lawn chair off.
That's
off the
cool.
ground. More coming out soon for sure the next week or two, so something
For sure.
Cool. All right. Well, I want to thank you guys for joining me. If you have any plugs or anything you want to drop, any news coming up or any shows, anything like that.
I have an album coming out in the next couple of weeks. I haven't told anyone about it really, and it's like almost done. It's extremely surprising actually. They haven't even heard the
Yeah,
full
yeah,
album.
that was-
Surprising.
this is
Surprising.
The title is called
All news to us.
Album title. It's the hardest thing I ever made, I think. I only sampled for like 2 or 3 songs, and that's also new for me because I've been heavy into sampling for the last couple of years. And for any plugs, you know, follow me on Instagram at The Black Toilet. And on SoundCloud, you can follow me at The Black Toilet. DJ Raisin Bran. Also have DJ Push-Ups in the Dark. Also have Jumping Jacks in front of the mirror. Also have Wash Me Off in the Shower, Please. Also have Don't Tell Anyone. Also have Don't Show, Don't Tell. These are all my DJ references.
Alright, guy.
We also have a show coming up, right? What?
Yeah, Friday, August 2nd, we're going to be at Rain Dogs. So if you guys want to check us out, please feel free. It's going to start at 7, I believe. But yeah, we do have an Instagram. It's at CPU Food. We know CPU doesn't stand for computer, but it's easy to
It's
find.
close enough.
For me personally, the easiest way to find me is just to go to my website, yellowsteve.com, not to flex.
That was a flex.
I mean, but it is a secure website, you know.
If you type,
You're sick.
if you type antacid on anything, you'll find me.
That's AUNT.
Yeah, I was
Yeah,
say,
not
yeah.
like the you're on.
Two separate words.
You can find me on Twitter at LDB22. My SoundCloud is Logan Butler 22. And my Instagram is _LDB22 because the other one's taken. You can find me on all that stuff. I drop links for my music, and if you're interested, I post
Don't
pictures
sleep.
sometimes.
Don't sleep.
Definitely don't sleep.
That's the only news I have for you for sure. Not to sleep.
And I'm currently working on a Summer Beats tape, but it's kind of on hiatus right now as we get all this group stuff and show things organized. It's been like a beat a day for this summer, but I took a long break. I'm back on it. So look out for those.
All right.
Look out for those.
All right, cool guys. All right, well this has been another episode on the couch. I've been your host Hank Ingraham, and thanks for Yellow Steve, Black Toilet, and the rest of the members of the Computer Food Gang. Thanks for coming by, guys.
The toilet van hit something in the road. It was calling, my brake pad slipped and I was gone feeling bad. My bag of gold had a hole in it. Retracing my path, my goal for hope has no limits. For laying these raps on backs, rolls, and cruise controls. I really take naps, but I slap like black pants. Who knows what who knows? With no problemo, we see through lamos like peepholes. I go insane rodeo depot when I break modes. You having a ball talking with glass jaws with shatter you. The dolls get ruined with all included. I'm awfully secluded with the dudes who had the knowledge to do it. Close their eyes and give haircuts and screw it. Ruin it. Take it back and brew it in the bag. Sipping tea slowly while I ooh it.
Yeah. Fine surface dwellers, not that important to me. Be blind as Helen Keller, got no order to see. This dude sound like the ground that he was born underneath. Found bars stuck around like some corn in the teeth. Hitting harder than a mortar in disorder to be. Thinking karma be it, and yet she's sort of free. Bro, the flow switch is sick, got some sort of disease. Murdering beats, so yo, don't report the police, please. No cap, rap hot as Khaleesi. He be killing every track he sees. Villain, leave him blue as me seeks. No clues, leave him no leads. He need tree, please. Green the new black, thinking he be creepy. Words he barking back, sparking some heebie-jeebies. Been bored as Ouija. Oh geez Louise, quote these, you Pee-wee MCs need these.
Interest in spitting and whipping, constantly shifting like a whip on the interstate. Treat a beat like a dinner plate, right lines in a composition. Was seeking that rags to riches, now rapping to stack the bodies inside of the bags and ditches. Rap capping, I twist it, put the top on the back, began to attack with the big to split their bodies in half. Sipping them bellows and plats, my mind is mellow in fact. Imagine my verses if I ever really practice my raps. Snap back like the caps on the top of the kids. My rap slapping pack gas like there's war in my pen. My homie swore I slaughtered the masses. I wrote the best in my class, but best believe that the garage is my den. Every time that I spit, I attack a track, myth the message, package raps like a western protagonist. Smith and Wesson teach a lesson is the goal from the life that I live. Chucking these stones from a glass house, foundation on sin.
My fist clenched like a jaw. Keep straight, bro. The brakes lock. Break locks and break laws. With hip hop. Freeze
streets in your brain. New world brave, peace, every knee shall break. Popped off, you got the grease paint, shoot. Free fall, leave, all them planes is D-Day, damn. Green screen needed, chroma key changes, hooked as hard as pirate keychains. Keep safe, home run, knee brace. Force Brutus, Force Crusades, Fort Brutus told a gore story. More cuts and undergut than pork sorted. I just forked 4 toes in a landmine in exchange for the warmth it provided. Inside a one-sided fight with time, a lack of eyesight from Persian pocket sand. And don't panic when the bug in that garage. Got the raid, army spade, got a Tesla, farewell, and best protect your neck.